Hey everyone, it's your boy, Arabitu-san, and today we're going to play Genshin Impact. It's pretty new here as you can see in my background, and this time we're going to play artifact domains. For those who are struggling to pass through the domain, you can co-op with your friends. But if you don't have any friends like me,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I can give you tips and tricks on how to pass them easily. Alone. Without further ado, let's get into it. Whoop. Okay, I bumped into my mic for a sec. So the first domain that we're gonna do is located in Monstadt. It's called Midsummer Courtyard. This domain contains a lot of thundering artifacts, such as Thundering Fury and Thunder Shooter. Is it Thunder Shooter? Thunder Soother. Yes, Thunder Soother. So this artifact is perfect for all the Electro characters such as Keqing, Beidou, Visual, Ujo Sara, or Raiden Shogun. Especially this Thundering Fury. It is also perfect for Bennett because it will decrease elemental skill cooldown by 1 second. If you want to energy recharge him, use Thundering Fury, so that using Bennett will recharge his energy for everyone else really fast. I would recommend using these Pyro characters for this domain because if you only have Cryo character DPS, you will get hurt a lot. I also recommend Condensed Resin so that you can get a 5-star artifact guaranteed. So here are the monsters: Large Electro Slime and Mutant Electro Slime, and also Fatui Electro Kicking Mage. So at the first stage, you will face against 5 slimes: Mutant Electro Slimes and Large Electro Slime. So 2 Mutant and 3 Original. And then after that, you will face 2 Fatui Electro Kicking Mage. Is it Kikin or Chichin? So here's what I'm talking about. Don't use Cryo characters because when Superconduct is triggered, your character will take damage. But if you're using Pyro characters, it will trigger Overload, which will deal damage to surrounding opponents, not yourself. But beware, there is an Electro Elemental node. This will buff all the Electro damage to everyone that is hit by the Electro Elemental node. So these are the lineups that I pretty much recommend until these dates, version 2.2. It's Hu Tao, Xingqiu, Kazuha, and Xiangling. So this domain is created actually for Diluc from the version 1.0. This domain has been like long time, but right now, because there's so many Pyro DPS, there's someone who is stronger than Diluc. So Hu Tao here, Hu Tao Xingqiu, is pretty much the best combo you can ever get, alongside with Kazuha and Xiangling, because Kazuha, you will suck every single enemies into one place, and Xiangling will substitute Xiao Hu Tao when her elemental skill is down. So these are the characters that I recommend. If you don't have Kazuha, you can use Sucrose. If you don't have Hu Tao, you can use Diluc if you have one, or maybe any kinds of Pyro DPS you have. If you're free to play, I recommend Yanfei, Sucrose, Xingqiu, Bennett, because Yanfei, using her charge attack, she will damage quite a lot, especially when you team up with Xingqiu. Sucrose will buff her elemental attack. Xingqiu will create Vaporize, and Bennett will create damage buff and also heal. But if you don't have Yanfei, I would recommend Xiangling as Pyro DPS, even though she is support, but we actually need a Pyro damage as much as possible. But most of the Pyro DPS are located in S5 star, so yeah. So first we're going to try the strong boys. Let's go. So first thing here, as you can see later on, are 5 Electro Slimes, 2 Mutant and 3 Original, like that. So first you gotta collect them all, but since you're Kazuha, after you collect them in one place, you can kill them with Hu Tao really fast. So here's what you're gonna do. When you face these 2 Electro Kicking Mage, attack this guy first, and then use your ult as fast as you can. Ah, didn't get as much as I want. And that's how you deal with Electro Kicking Mage. So yeah, you see Hu Tao and Xingqiu Q is really effective when fighting against them. And also, when you use Kazuha or Sucrose, you will gather up everyone there and deal quite a lot of damage on AoE type of damage. And when Hu Tao's down with her elemental skill, you can replace it with Xiangling for maximum pyro damage. Next is the free-to-play boys. Let's do it. So as a free-to-play, first things first is you gotta collect them in one place. And since suctions of sucrose is not enough, you gotta go away from the slime. So I'm going to go over there and collect them in one place. So, you see these slimes are coming together. So after that one strike, boom.
Use your ult later. Oops.
Use your ult later on the Electro Kikin mage. You just have to play at your opponent's pace. You can use Bennett's ult right now just for heal if you're having a trouble.
Absorption test.
So the key here is to gain distance, because these mutant slimes are going to buff the original Electro Slime,
Motion to compel.
which will create quite a lot of damage to your certain character.
Mark 2.
Next is you use all your ults right now. Oh my god, my HP is almost dead. Okay. No, don't evolve now. So that's how you defeat Electro Kikin Mage. So you gotta pull everyone in one place and then use all your ult at once. That's pretty much it. Next domain that I want to tell you is this Valley of Remembrance. So this artifact contains Viridescent Venerer, Viridescent Venerer, and Maiden Beloved. So this artifact is usually for Barbara, and this artifact is for Venti, or any other animal characters such as Xiao, Venti, Sucrose, because it will increase roll damage by 60%. So this Maiden Beloved is also perfect for any kinds of healer, such as Barbara, Kokomi, Sayu, or Chi-Chi. So in this domain, it focuses on the physical damage buff. So if you have any character that is built for physical, I guarantee you will get it easy. So here, your physical damage will be increased by 75%. So there are 5 enemies: Treasure Hoarders, Cry Potioner, and Fatui Pyro Agent, and Fatui Electro Kikin Mage. So there are 3 Treasure Hoarders and 1 Pyro and 1 Electro Kikin Mage. For the lineup, I recommend Eula, Bennett, Kazuha, and Xinyan. Well, I don't have Zhongli, but if you have Zhongli, use him, because Xinyan is pretty much the substitute when you don't have Zhongli. And for free to play, I would recommend Razor, Xinyan, Bennett, and Sarah. So the reason why Sarah is here is because we're focusing on increasing the active character's base attack. So using her base attack, it will increase the active character's attack. So if that active character is within its AoE when Tengu Stormcall comes, it will grant attack bonus. So it is based on Kujo Sara's base attack. So only her level of attack and also her weapon. So you can see here, base attack. You can see it from the details. So it's 622, not this one. So why do I choose Xinyan? It's because Xinyan has the ability to increase physical damage. So it will buff Eula a lot better than here. Wait, it's locked. Character Ascension, Phase 4. So I need to upgrade one more. Okay, we need 2 Everflame Seed. Okay, let's go. Ooh, 3. Xinyan, you're going to get buff. Just for this bit.
With such power.
Now
who
that's
knows what
rock and
never
roll.
before seen bangers.
And now for the domain. Let's go with the strong boys first. So, all of these enemies are pretty spread out. So I would recommend Kazuha as Fenty because it will gather everyone in one place in quick second. Because Kazuha is not strong enough to pull everyone into one place. So if you're using Kazuha, I would recommend to go back until everyone is like collected into one place. So these guys are coming in a little bit. Okay.
Into the wind.
And then use your ult on Electro Kikin.
More speed.
There you go. That's how you defeat the domain. So the point here is to collect them by going as far as you can and then use Kazuha to collect them more. And by doing that, that pyro guy will come to that one place as soon as possible so that you can create that AoE damage really fast. By the way, I forgot to upgrade Xinyan, but that doesn't really matter. Next is the free-to-play boys. We need Razor, Xinyan, Bennett, Kujo, Sara. Since I only built one character for physicals, which means I have to transfer all my artifacts to Razor. So, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, we're good to go. Let's hop in. By the way, I recommend you using Sucrose, but Sara is good too, so we're only focusing on the damage rather than the crowd control, because we already do crowd control when we go back a lot far. Like this. So we just have to wait till they come.
Then
16k, baby! You gotta be careful because the treasure hoarder is going to throw a lot of cryo potion. That's how you defeat this domain. So the point here is, when that guy disappears, you gotta focus on the Electro Kicking Mage. And when you deal enough damage, you will eventually lose her HP, so that when this guy comes out, all of these enemies into one place, and after that, you're using Bennett's Q, Kujo Sara's E, Xinyan's E, and then after that, you use Razor's Q. But you better be watch out, because those treasure hoarders will kill you eventually because of those cryo potions. So this is when you attack the treasure hoarders first. So yeah, it's going to be a lot slower, but you are more secured because there is no cryo potion coming to you. You just have to play dodge against Pyro Kicking Mage, Electro Kicking Mage, and Pyro Agent. Next domain that we're gonna do is in Dragon Spine. called Peak of Indagnir. This domain has this artifact, Blizzard Strayer, which is good for cryo characters such as Ganyu, Chi-Chi, or Diona. And this Heart of Death is good for Hydra characters such as Tartaglia and Xingqiu. In this domain, you don't have to focus on anything specific, but you have to be careful about the sheer cold because it will decrease your HP when it reaches the limit. But if you go to the platform that has the red color in it, it will create that warm status so that it will not reach the limit. It will warm you quickly this way. But the areas affected by the warm status will diminish your cold, but there is the area that goes blue, which is the Sub-Zero, which accelerates the sheer cold, so you gotta be careful about that. So you have to go to the red platform as soon as possible. The monsters here is Froststorm Larchurl and Cryo Abyss Mage, one by one. So there's only one stage, and the monsters is one by one. So yeah, nothing specific, and don't forget to use condensed resin. I would recommend to use Hu Tao Xiangling Sucrose Facial. Why? Because Xingqiu is going to make you freeze because Hydro. So yeah, there's one missing, which is Xingqiu, which I changed it into Sucrose to maximize the elemental damage when Hu Tao is on the field. So for the free-to-play, I would suggest Yanfei, Bennett, Sucrose, and Fischl because all of these will decrease the cryo shield. So the one thing that you have to focus is to decrease their cryo shield as fast as possible. So Yanfei will do a lot of hold attack alongside with Bennett. Bennett and Yanfei will decrease the cryo shield really fast, and Sucrose will buff their damage using Elemental Mastery, and Fischl will trigger Overloaded when Yanfei attacks. Without further ado, let's do the strong boys first. So this is actually pretty simple. You will get two enemies, and you need to collect them at one place and then use Pyro as much as you can. I focus Xiangling and Fischl to focus on Elemental Mastery so that it can kill monsters really fast. When Hu Tao is almost dead or her elemental skill is almost dead, you can use Xiangling as the substitute for Pyro damage. Next that I want to introduce you is free-to-play. So the point here is to use Bennett as much as possible for the heal because Yanfei is going to get exhausted because her charge attack will lead her stamina decreased till nil. So yeah, strategy is the same. Collect them in one place. Destroy their cryo shield as much as possible. Oh my god. Oh no. Where's my red platform? I'm gonna die.
Oh no!
Whoa, that was close. Sometimes you don't get that red platform right away. So that is how you deal with this domain. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this guide will help you do your domain alone in Monstadt. For Liyue and Inazuma will be shown in the separated video. Note that all characters that I have has been built properly, so make sure you do that before. Character build videos will be uploaded anytime soon, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's here, yeah. It's over there. Just click it. For what? For more Genshin Impact guides and tips. Or I will steal your Primo Gems. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or come to my Twitch at twitch.tv/rbtosan. I am live right now. And I'll see you in the next video. Sayonara.